Going to begin to find our way to a child's pose. Bring the big toes together, knees apart. Reach your fingertips to the top of the mat as you start to settle into your body. Relax through those hips, maybe shifting them side to side. Relax through the shoulders and the crown of the head. And as you're in this space, right, slow down your breath. So slow, full breath in. Longer, slower breath out. Just really allowing yourself to land here in this moment. Scan through the body. Notice how it feels today before we begin to move. Where are you running into those places of resistance? You know, is it in the hips? Is it in the shoulders? Is it in the neck? And just breathe deep into that space and don't expect it or force it to do anything different than what it's doing. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Draw your awareness up to your face and notice if you're clenching in the jaw here or scrunching through the forehead. See if you can soften and relax a little bit deeper. And then shifting our awareness to how we feel mentally and emotionally in this moment. And there's no wrong answer. Breathe in this child's pose. Allow yourself to see what's showing up, right? Don't distract, don't ignore. Notice the feelings, notice the mind. Then we'll take a cleansing breath in through the nose. Exhale it out of the mouth. On your next inhale, walk your hands to the right side of your mat, lengthening out through the left side body. Relax the neck. Relax the head. Slow breath in. Slower breath out. And then inhale, we'll start to bring those hands back through center. Exhale all the way over to the left side of your mat. Same thing. Notice where the resistance is showing up for you. Is it the same on both sides? It's okay if it's different, but become aware of that. Begin to get in tune with your body. Breathing a little bit deeper, last round. And then inhale is going to start to bring your hands back through center. Pause for a moment. I offer you to set an intention for class today. You know, what brought you to your mat? What are you looking to receive from this practice? And it can be anything. Don't limit yourself. Find that intention and begin to say it to you as you inhale and as you exhale. And our inhale is going to begin to rise us up into a neutral tabletop. Stack the shoulders over the wrist, hips over the knees, and we'll start to move through some cats and cows. I got my helper with me today. Inhale is going to lift your belly, lift your chest. Exhale is going to curl up and in, chin to chest, lift belly even more. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, curl up and in, relax the back of the neck. Again, inhale, roll forward. Exhale, curl it under. Come back into that neutral tabletop. Spinal balance, lots of options. Right hand forward, left foot back. They can stay grounded or they can stay lifted here. Lift up through the belly so you can be supported in the pelvis here, so we don't want to dump into that right leg. Stay and breathe or start to flow with me as we curl it under. Elbow taps the knee, chin to chest. Inhale, extend and lengthen through the back of the neck. Exhale, curl it under, elbow taps the knee. Inhale, extend and lengthen. Exhale, curl it under, elbow taps the knee. Inhale, extend and lengthen, and then we're going to go out to the side, awkward airplane. So arm comes to the right, leg comes to the left, and you're lifting those limbs away from the earth, lifting out of that right hip, feeling all the shimmies and the shakes happening here as we land into gate. Belly engages as the hip bones press forward. Inhale, sweeps the hands to the sky. Exhale, over to the right for a side body stretch. Fantastic place for a block here as you open up through that side. So I'm rolling my left shoulder back just a little bit, pressing hip bones forward, and thinking about growing longer through the top of the head from the outer blade of that left foot. Breathe a little bit bigger into that heart space as you remind yourself of the intention you set for practice today. Belly button to the spine. Inhale, rise back up for gate. We're going to turn our toes out to the left, and I'll shift to the side so you can see better. Turn your toes to the left, bend into that left knee, and start to make your way into a little bit of a hip opener, growing stretch. So hands can stay to the hips, come to your block, or come all the way down to the ground. I love a little bit of movement here because this is not my favorite place, so that's kind of soothing for me. So about 3 or 4 breaths, we're just going to kind of rock a little bit to that edge of sensation, and then rock to the other side, which is also an edge of sensation for me. What's happening in your neck and your head? Slowly, guys, we're going to start to bring our hands back into that tabletop alignment, and then slide our left foot all the way around to the right side of our mat. Tuck your toes. A little bit of a hip stretch here. You can keep that leg super straight, or you can start to bend the knee and shift the hips back and come up. Yeah, try that a couple more times. We don't want to feel any pain ever on the inside of our knee, any sharp shooting pains. Avoid that type of movement. And we'll come right back up into our tabletop. Unwind from all of that. Take any movement that feels good here. 2 more breaths. And then we'll come back into a neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Sit on top of the heels. If that's too much, keep the hands down, right? Interlace the fingers. Start to circle the wrists. Relax the shoulders and see if you can find some ease in this space. Right? Breathing in that intention for today's practice. Release and let those hands go. Give them a shake or 2. And we'll come back into our tabletop. Untuck the toes. Give them a little tip, tap, tip, tap, tip, tap. And then we'll find a downward facing dog just for a breath. Tuck the toes. Lift those hips to the sky. Big full breath in through the nose. Exhale it out of the mouth. Inhale, rise high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. You can step, walk, or hop your way there. Listen to your body. Inhale, halfway lift once you land. Exhale, fold, drop the top of the head. Knees can be bent and hands can be on blocks. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain, reach to the sky. Lift the core as you lift the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at the hips, lift the belly. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, palm the mat. Find your way back to plank, pause here. Tap the knees to the earth. 5, and lift. 4, and lift. 3, and lift. Lengthen that spine, and lift. 1, and lift. Come back into our tabletop. Spinal balance, other side, left hand forward, right foot back. Find length in the spine. Stay and breathe here. Or exhale, curl it under, tap the elbow to the knee. 3 rounds. Puff up between the shoulder blades. Lengthen the back of the neck. When you come back out into that spinal balance, get as long as possible. Right? Slow, like you're moving through water. After that third round, we're going into that awkward airplane. Arm to the left, leg to the right. Lift your low belly away from the ground. Push into your hand and your left knee. Woo! Let's land it there, gate pose. Sweep the hands to the sky. Hips move forward, so you don't want to have this sway and dumping into the low back here. Then we rotate open into our side body stretch. 3 breaths. Inhale's going to rise you back up for that gate. Start to turn those toes out to the left. Bend into that right knee. Ooh, I'm sorry, out to the right, excuse me. And bend into that right knee. Hands are on your hips, or hands are on blocks, or hands are all the way down to the ground. And we're here for a few moments. Find that movement, that breath. I'm going to go in the kitchen because I see somebody climbing on the counter. I'll be right back. Hi, beautiful. You can't have any of that stuff. I have tea right in the bottles. Please don't do that. I told you, it's right there. Last full breath. Good gracious. And then we'll come out of that back into our tabletop hands. Right leg is going to slide all the way around to the left side of our mat. Tuck your toes. Shift your hips back. Maybe that knee bends and you shift more. And lift. We got 2 more of those where you're just staying with that stretch. And lift. Last one. And lift. Slowly come back to center. Let's find that tabletop. Take any movement you need. Let that go. And then we'll start to spin the pinkies back towards the knees. Stay here. Start to tuck the toes. Shift the hips back towards the heels. Stretch out the base of the wrist. If you need more, you can kind of grip your mat like you're pulling it. Yeah, like you're pulling it. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Then we'll come back into that tabletop, realign those wrists, and downward facing dog. Lift those hips up and back. So hanging out in this down dog a little bit more this time. Maybe walk it out, bending one knee and then the other. Maybe it feels good to just find stillness. 3 more breaths. Inhale, rises us high on our tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Step, walk, or hop your way there. Inhale, halfway lift once you land, shoulders back. Exhale, fold, knees can bend. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain, hands lift, heart lifts. Exhale, fold, empty the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, palm the mat. Find your way back to that plank, pause here. Alternating knee taps for 5, 4, push the mat away from you, 2, and 1. And from here, decide if you're taking a chaturanga flow or skipping it, find downward facing dog, and anything in between, right? Move through your body in the way that feels good today in this moment. Don't worry about where you want to be. You gotta listen to what it's telling you right now. Relax your head. Relax your neck. Inhale, rises us again high onto our tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Step, walk, or hop your way there. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, catch a ragdoll arm bind. Let the head hang heavy. Sway side to side. Release your breath. Release those arms. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Slide your left foot to the back of the mat. You'll be in a right runner's lunge as the heart and eyes reach forward. Back knee comes down and we're going to revolve here. Left hand down, right hand to the sky. Starting to reach back for that right foot or ankle, we're going to take a bend in that knee, flex that foot. Releasing all of that back down. Come back into your active runner's lunge. Inhale, rise, full crescent. Belly pulls in, hands lift to the sky. Exhale out, warrior two. Spin the back foot flat. Bring those feet open, those hips open. Relax shoulders. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Reach up and back to that side body. Exhale, side angle. Forearm to your thigh or hand to the earth or a block. Take that right hip and scoop it underneath you as you lengthen out through the upper body. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Pull up and in through the center of you. And then exhale, runner's lunge. Hold that belly lock as you rotate to protect the spine. Inhale, lengthens out our whole body. And then as we exhale, we find 3 points. So you can wiggle that foot back. Yeah, and then slide it up. Or you can just lift and slide, right? Right hip wants to be even with the left here. Melt that left heel down towards the ground. That sensation can get a little intense, so don't force it. Take a breath. Stay and breathe. Or exhale, cheetah, shift forward, lift up. Inhale, 3 point. Exhale, cheetah, shift forward, lift up. Inhale, 3 point. Next, exhale, downward facing dog. Soften the knees, walk the hands back towards the feet, forward fold at the back of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, drop the head. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain, reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, empty your breath. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. So bend the knees a lot. Take peace fingers, hope y'all can see them, around your big toes. Soften the chest over the bent legs and then drop the head. Pull elbows out to the side as you start to release your low back so yours does not have to look like mine. Feel the edge of sensation. Breathe there. Notice where the most resistance is. Is it in the back of the neck? Is it in the low back? Is it in the hips? Relax a little deeper. Gently release that hold. Inhale, halfway lift once again. Exhale, fold, drop the head. Inhale, rise up, reach to the sky, lift the heart. Hands come to heart center, find stork. Right knee lifts up into the chest. Extend that heel out in front of us, and we're going to step right down onto that right foot as we lift into left stork. Left knee into the chest. It's okay to wobble. It's okay to put your foot down. Find your balance. Extend out through that left heel. Step, and we'll come right up to a tall mountain at the top of the mat. Sweep the hands to the sky. Beautiful. Exhale, forward fold, empty the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Slide your right foot back. We'll now be in a left runner's lunge. Heart and eyes reach forward. Back knee comes down when you're ready, and then we start to twist. Right hand down, left hand to the sky. Long upper body, pushing into that mat, and then left hand comes behind us. Maybe you start to flex that foot. Coming back into our active runner's lunge. Align those hips, lift that core, and then inhale, rise for crescent. Exhale out, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior, opening up to those hips and that side body. And then exhale into side angle. Forearm is to your thigh or hand to the earth or a block. Length through the top of the head, so don't let it be crunched in here, right up in your shoulders. Find that space, breathe a little bit bigger. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Hold that deep bend in the knee. You got this. Core engages. Exhale, runner's lunge. Cartwheel the hands down. Inhale, 3 point. Left leg lifts to the sky, and it would love to keep the hips nice and square by turning all 5 toes down towards the ground. Press into your arms as you relax your neck and head. Stay here and breathe, or exhale, cheetah, nose to knee. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, cheetah, nose to knee. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your bellies. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, we're going to move into some cobra lifts. So before we do, press into the tops of the feet, lift the belly button to the spine, and we'll start to do these cobra lifts. Inhale, the heart lifts. Exhale, we lower down. Inhale, the heart lifts. Exhale, we lower down. So it's not about how high you're lifting. The core is engaging. So it's like you're lifting your belly button off of the mat before you lift your chest. Last one. And lower. Gentle shift in the hips side to side. And we're going to press back into a seed pose. So feet together, knees together. Shift the hips back towards the heels. Hands can come around to the heels or stay overhead. Relax that place between the lowest part of the back, the sacrum area. Release it out and down. And slowly start to make your way back to a downward facing dog. Tuck those toes, lift those hips to the sky. As we land in this down dog, check in with yourself physically in this moment. Maybe take a cleansing breath to let go of any funky stuff that's showing up. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky, 3-point. Take a bend in this knee, stack to open your hips. Circling that knee around one direction. Once. Twice. Last time. And the other direction. Once. Twice. And 3 times. Our next exhale is going to take us into a runner's lunge. Foot comes in between the hands. If it doesn't quite get there, use that right hand to bring it up. Get as long as possible and let's revolve. Left hand down, right hand to the sky. Finding some shoulder circles here. Top arm overhead, down and around. Overhead, down and around. Let's reverse. Back. Down and around. Last one. Back, down, and around. Exhale, top hand down, and we're going to inhale, rise for crescent lunge. Hands lift high to the sky. Hips stay nice and square. Exhale, goddess arms. Open up to that heart space. Lift chest to the sky. Squeeze up to the lowest part of the belly. Breathe big. Inhale, hands to the sky, crescent lunge. Exhale out, warrior 2. Inhale, peaceful warrior, straight in the front leg this time. Reach up, look up. Exhale into triangle. So right hand can come to your shin, a block, or all the way down to the ground as you roll open through the heart, extending arms in both directions. Breathe big. Inhale up to a peaceful warrior. Bend the front knee. Reach up and back. Exhale to side angle. Forearm to the thigh or hand to the earth or a block. This time let's take a half bind. Top arm reaches around the low back. Maybe you start to reach for that right thigh. If you have a full bind, feel free to take it here. 4 more breaths. Lifting through the belly as you release to the hips. Last breath. Gently release that hold. Inhale up, peaceful warrior. Exhale, runner's lunge. Woo! Back knee comes down. Inhale, modified crescent. One more breath. Exhale, split prep. Take it back. So start to square those hips. Top of the head starts to reach towards the top of that right foot. 5 more breaths as we slow everything back down. Inhale is going to start to bring us forward into our modified lunge, taking that same twist we did earlier. Reaching back for that foot or ankle. Maybe you're able to grab the ankle. If not, no worries, right? Press into the left hand. Lift the heart. Slow the breath. Right, where is your mind at this moment? Notice it. Reset it if it's necessary to come back to that intention and back to your breath. We'll gently release that foot down to the ground. Come back into an active runner's lunge from here. Slowly step up to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Use your belly muscles. As you land, inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, will rise as tall mountain, reach up. Right hand grabs the left wrist, pull to the right for that side body stretch. Inhale brings us back through center, getting longer and taller, and then exhale to the other side, switch that grip. Inhale brings us back through center, release that hold, exhale, forward fold, empty the breath. Knees can be bent here as we inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, palm the mat. Make your way back to plank. Choose a chaturanga flow or skip it. Find downward facing dog. We all land in that down dog. Take a cleansing breath in. Cleansing breath out. Soften the knees. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Forward fold at the back of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Start to walk your hands over to the right side of you, to the earth or a block, and then drop that head down. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. We'll slowly come back to center. Take a little inhale, halfway lift to lengthen the spine. And then exhale, fold. Start to make your way over to the other side. Drop your head down. Take a breath. Yes. Relax the jaw. Slowly start to bring your way back to center. Inhale will halfway lift you, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and reach, tall mountain, hands to the sky. And let's find that stork, hands to heart center. Left knee pulls up and into the chest. Pulse that knee into the chest. 5, pull into the belly. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same thing. Extend that heel forward. As it starts to lower, we're going to push off of the back foot. Find stork other side. Pull into the center of you. It's okay to wobble. Don't be hard on yourself. Pulse that knee in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same thing. Extend it out. Slowly lower. We're going to step up to the top of our mat. Tall mountain. Reach those hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Empty the breath. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, palm the mat. Find your way back to plank. Choose a chaturanga flow or skip it. Find that downward facing dog. As you land in this down dog, check in with yourself. How are you right now? Remind yourself there's no wrong way to feel. Then as you're ready, we'll inhale, left leg lifts to the sky, 3-point. Take a bend in this knee, stack to open the hips. Shoulders are nice and square. Taking those circles when you're ready, down, out, and around. 2, stay lifted out of that right hip. Don't just sit into it. 3. And guys, we're going to reverse that circle. 1. 2, 3. Inhale brings us back to 3-point. Exhale, runner's lunge, foot between the hands. Twisting here, right hand down, left hand to the sky. Let's do some shoulder circles. Back, down, and around. One more. Back, down, and around. Let's reverse that. Keep pushing into that grounded hand. Exhale, top hand down after that final round. Squeeze in through those high inner thighs. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Stay or open up, goddess arms. And as we do, we're lifting from the low belly. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Exhale out, warrior 2. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Reach up, straighten that front leg this time. And then exhale's taking you into triangle. Left hand to your shin, block or all the way down to the ground as you open up through those arms, extending energy out in both directions. Slow the breath. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Start to bend deeply into that front knee. Reach up, look up. Exhale, side angle. Half or full bind this time as we bring that top arm around our low back. All right? Scoop that left hip underneath you as you rotate chest open towards the sky. Notice where the edges are, right? And just breathe into them. Nothing but kindness for yourself in these moments. Gently release that hold. We're going to come up, straighten that front leg, moving into star. Toes out, heels in. Have a seat for goddess. Bring the hands down to the thighs and we'll start to explore this space a little bit deeper. Rocking side to side. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. Yeah, know that we're not going to be here forever, so just slow everything down. Try to find ease in this moment. Inhale's going to bring us all the way back to star, reach up. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Turn your feet parallel to the short edges of your mat. Drop your head down. Hands can go wherever you like here. Maybe they're just hanging out on the ground. Maybe you would like to interlace fingers and let the arms fall overhead. Ragdoll is fantastic as well. And any inversion you would like to take. I know that's a lot of options, but go with your gut because you know what you need and take it. Don't do anything that you think you should be doing, right? Should is a bad word. Do what feels good. You got about 10 more breaths. Where can you bring a little more ease into your body? Where can you bring a little more ease into your mind? few moments. Gently releasing any binds that you have. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Right hand is going to come right underneath your chin to the ground or a block, and left hand is going to lift to the sky. Now, if your left hip just popped up like mine did, see if you can bring it back square and just rotate from that mid-spine, that thoracic spine. Lengthen out, crown of the head away from the tailbone. Exhale, top hand down, relax the neck, relax the shoulders, fold. And we'll switch to the other side. So left hand is down this time. Find a good place to land it. And right hand lifts to the sky. Opening up to that chest. Pulling down through that hip. Keeping it nice and square. Exhale, top hand down. Fold. Let the head be heavy. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Now this time walk your hands over to your left ankle, hook on. Might be an option to take a big twist here as you send the left hand to the sky and just deepen that twist. If you can't quite hook on, then hands are to the ground or to your shin in the ground, and just keep thinking about lengthening the top of your head towards the top of that foot. Exhale, top hand down. Start to make your way back to center, and we'll inhale, halfway lift. Pull that little twist out of the spine. Exhale, fold. Start to make your way over towards your right ankle. Hook on. Pull in through the belly. Maybe twist if that's for you. Just find the version that's working right in this moment. And then find ease in that shape so that you can expand. Right? Gaining flexibility. Exhale, top hand down. Start to come back through center. One more inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Long, strong spine. Exhale, fold. Let's walk out to a wide-legged plank. Yeah? Lift up through the belly. Lift up to the center of you. Stay right here and breathe, or take your right foot in for plank. Left foot in for plank. Right foot out for plank. A wide-legged plank. Left foot out. This time, left foot in, right foot in, left foot out, right foot out. One more round each side. Right foot in, left foot in, right foot out, left foot out, left foot in. Last round. Lengthen your neck, left foot out, right foot out. Soften the knees. Walk. Actually, you know what? Let's do a wide-legged down dog while we're here. Stretch that out. So you're just going to press the hips up and back. Sometimes it feels good to me to have the knees bent. Just play with that. See what feels right for you. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Slowly start to walk those hands back towards you for that wide-legged fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen this time. Hands come to the hips. We rise all the way back to that star. Awesome job. Woo! Open out, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, runner's lunge. So we pull in through the belly. Inhale, modified crescent, 2 breaths, melting down into those hips. And then exhale to our split prep. So lift up, shift back. Hands to the earth or blocks as we begin to settle in. Top of the head towards the top of that left foot. So remind yourself that, the alignment is important, but the shape and the goal of the shape, not so much, okay? So more pay attention to how this feels in your body. When you meet that first edge of sensation, pause there and then give your body kindness. Take a deep breath to explore that, just that minimal sensation. And then as it eases, soften your way a little bit closer towards your leg. Yeah, then you find a whole new level, right? And then you inhale. And you exhale, drop it down a little bit more. And we got 2 more breaths. Explore that expansion of just slowing down and easing in. Inhale is going to shift us forward into that modified lunge. Moving into that twisted variation. Right hand down. Uh-oh, we got a karaoke microphone. Reach back for that foot or ankle. Pulling your heel towards your bum. Find that edge of sensation. Relax into it, right? Slow down the breath. Gently release that foot. Slowly step up to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, empty the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, palm the mat, make your way all the way down to your belly. Thank you for bringing me that. That was very sweet. Woo, taking a shoulder stretch, guys. Right arm is going to be out, palm down. Take a bend in this left arm, begin to press your way over. Find a heaviness to the head and the neck, and you can always lay your head on a block here. Maybe you take this time to allow your eyes to float closed. Breathe about 6 rounds of breath. Exhale is going to bring you back to center. Take a moment to pause. Maybe roll through that shoulder if it feels good to you. And then when you're ready, find your way over to the other side. So left arm is out, palm down. Take a bend in that right arm. Start to look to the right side of you. And then open up to that stretch. So again, maybe you needed a block on one side for your head and maybe you didn't on the other. Pay attention to that stuff. Right? Because that can show us where some tightness imbalances are in our body, and we can just begin to make the correction by being super kind to ourselves and breathing deeper in these tight spaces. Exhale, slowly starts to bring you back to center. Take that moment to pause. And then roll through that left shoulder. As you're ready, we'll find our way back to a downward facing dog, and you can move through tabletop, plank, child's pose, however you'd like to get there. Once you land, again, check in. How does this feel? And then inhale, we'll rise us high up on our tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Step walk or hop your way there. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Take a super deep bend in your knees. Come all the way down to your bum. Yeah? Finishing out this hip opening, we're going to move into a wide-legged seated tree. So I'm going to do my left leg first so I can face you. Open up. Belly button is going to be in between the knee and the foot. Taking a side body stretch from here. Our right arm is going to reach up and over. Lengthen out to the top of the head. It doesn't matter how far you go down. Try to roll the right shoulder back just a little bit more. Inhale brings us up nice and tall. And exhale, we're going to start to fold in between the space between the knees, right? Lengthen up. Fold it down. Inhale to soften and lengthen. Exhale to soften and melt. Inhale, rise back up nice and tall, legs to the spine. And then we'll move over to the other side. So if you're on your mat and you just want to switch facing the front, I'm going to stay open to face you. Belly button is going to be out between the knees. Left arm reaches up and over. And for me, this side is way tighter. So be sure to ground down through that outside hip and work from where you are today, right? Give yourself that kindness to meet that resistance, right? And then just breathe into it. Inhale will bring us back up nice and tall. And then we'll start to fold in between the space between the knees. Inhale will lengthen you up. Exhale starts to walk those hands out and begin to drop to the, you shut the door? Drop to the top of the head. Notice how this side feels compared to the first, right? Last few moments, what can you let go of? Inhale begins to rise us back up nice and tall. And we'll slowly make our way back towards the top of our mat. Bringing the feet together, knees apart. Give them a couple of bounces here, rebounds here. Encouraging that fascia to kind of break up a little bit so that when we fold, we can get deeper into our flexibility. Visualize from the crown of the head to the tailbone, just this one long line of energy, right? You're not sacrificing or sinking anywhere. And then when you're ready, you can stop the rebounding and start to shift forward into a fold. Using any props that are going to make it more accessible for you. And then we release into the low back, release into the mid back, release into the shoulders, release into the neck. Let the arms be heavy if they can. About 7 breaths here. Inhale begins to bring us back up nice and tall. Legs extend out in front of you. Maybe give them a little windshield wiper, little wiggle, and we'll find our way onto our backs. Crossing the right leg over the left, let's find a reclined pigeon. Reaching down for left hamstring, pull towards yourself. I love to encourage my sacrum to lengthen back out to the mat, but it may feel good to you to have the hips lifted up. So just kind of explore there. Another way you can explore is gently rotating side to side. Try not to blow past the sensation, but almost use it as a tool to guide you to where you maybe need to land for a few breaths. Right? We're here for a few more rounds anyways, so keep exploring. Let go of what you can let go of. Steer clear of forcing anything to happen. Slowly start to come back to center. Gently unwind those legs. Plant the feet hips distance apart. Reach the fingertips down for the heels. Inhale for bridge. Lift up. Open up. Maybe there's a slight tilt of the chin towards the chest, so the back of the neck is super long. Exhale as we lower down. Let those hips get super heavy. Let go of the belly and the glutes. And then gently windshield wiper the knees side to side. Coming back towards center, let's move into the left side. So cross that left leg up and over. Reach down with the right for the right hamstring and start to settle into this shape and how this needs to look for you today, right? Low back can be flat on the ground, or maybe the hips are lifted. Swaying a little bit side to side to find those different sensations. You know, and just let your intuition guide you to where you need to be and then soften there. Don't run from the sensations, right? They're showing us places that were tight. Places that need attention, that need love. Last few moments here. Will you shut the door? Gently unwind those legs. Plant the feet hips distance apart. You can take a bridge, fish, or wheel this time. Up to you. I'm going to go bridge again. Inhale begins to lift the hips. Walk the shoulder blades together behind the back. Slight tilt of the chin to the chest. Exhale, lower back down. Take that moment to pause. And then either feet together, knees apart, or feet apart, knees to touch. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes. Take a moment to breathe in this energy that you've created today. Finding gratitude for this space, this opportunity, this choice you made to take care of yourself. And feel free to stay here as long as you like or begin to move into an inversion of your choice today. Hip stand, happy baby, shoulder stand, wherever your body needs to go. Find that shape. And then relax into it. And those knees slowly come back to center. Give yourself a nice little squeeze here. And then allow the knees to fall to the left as the arms open out wide, spinal twist. Let the upper body feel heavy. Release the low back. If you need a different twist, please take it. Knees come back through center, making any adjustments necessary, and start to head over to the other side. Same thing. Opening up to that chest, opening up to those hips, releasing into the low back. Inhale, knees come back through center. And begin to take any final movement that you need to take to complete this practice today. And as you're ready, releasing out into your Shavasana. As you find your Shavasana, take a deep breath in. Exhale it out of the mouth. And for the next few moments, allow the body and the mind to rest and heal. Shavasana. And slowly beginning to come back to your breath. Bringing movement into your fingers and toes as you gently wake up the body. It might feel good to reach arms overhead as you lengthen out fingers away from toes. One final stretch of practice. And then pausing here in stillness, either on your back or your side. And notice how you feel. Notice how you feel physically. Notice how you feel mentally. And notice how you feel emotionally since you practiced today. And there's no wrong way to feel, right? Just stay tuned into that. And as you're ready, beginning to make your way up into an easy seated position, bringing the hands to heart center, forehead towards the fingertips as we close out this practice today in a seat of gratitude. Gratitude for these amazing bodies. Gratitude for the opportunity to practice and breathe. Gratitude for the choices that we've made to take care of ourselves. And then we'll bring the thumbs up to the forehead, finding gratitude for one another. Namaste. Namaste, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today here at Cat Harmon Yoga. I truly hope that you feel good in your bodies and in your minds. If you enjoyed this class, please click the like button, click subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our new uploads. And if you'd ever like to join us for any of these live Zoom classes, which this was, right? Because you get to see all the amazing outtakes that happen in real life. Head over to my Instagram and it has our weekly schedule updated each week. It's Cat Harmon Yoga on Instagram. Namaste, friends.